Well, hello everybody once again. Welcome back to Junk Shop Library, the channel where we give the King James Bible all the respect it deserves, which is to say we make merciless fun of it. Today, we are looking at the 16th chapter of the book of Exodus. Turn with me in your pew Bibles, if you will, because today we have recipes. And they took their journey from Elim, and all the congregation of the children of Israel came unto the wilderness of Sin, which is between Elim and Sinai, on the 15th day of the second month after their departing out of the land of Egypt. And the whole congregation of the children of Israel murmured against Moses and Aaron in the wilderness. And the children of Israel said unto them, Would to God we had died by the hand of the Lord in the land of Egypt, when we sat by the flesh pots, and when we did eat bread to the full. For ye have brought us forth into this wilderness, to kill this whole assembly with hunger. Then the Lord unto Moses said, Behold, I will rain bread from heaven for you, and the people shall go out and gather a certain rate every day, that I may prove them whether they will walk in my law or no. And it shall come to pass that on the 6th day they shall prepare that which they bring in, and it shall be twice as much as they gather daily. And Moses and Aaron said unto all the children of Israel, At even then ye shall know that the Lord hath brought you out from the land of Egypt. And in the morning then ye shall see the glory of the Lord, for that he heareth your murmurings against the Lord. And what are we that ye murmur against us? And Moses said, This shall be, when the Lord shall give you in the evening flesh to eat, and in the morning bread to the full, for that the Lord heareth your murmurings, which ye murmur against him. And what are we? Your murmurings are not against us, but against the Lord. And Moses spake unto Aaron, Say unto all the congregation of the children of Israel, Come near before the Lord, for he hath heard your murmurings. And it came to pass, as Aaron spake unto the whole congregation of the children of Israel, that they looked toward the wilderness, and behold, the glory of the Lord appeared in the cloud. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, I have heard the murmurings of the children of Israel. Speak unto them, saying, At even ye shall eat flesh, and in the morning ye shall be filled with bread, and ye shall know that I am the Lord your God. And it came to pass that at even the quails came up, and covered the camp, and in the morning dew lay round about the host. And when the dew that lay was gone up, behold, upon the face of the wilderness there lay a small round thing, as small as the hoarfrost on the ground. And when the children of Israel saw it, they said one to another, It is manna, for they wist not what it was. And Moses said unto them, This is the bread which the Lord hath given you to eat. This is the thing which the Lord hath commanded. Gather of it every man according to his eating, an omer for every man, according to the number of your persons. Take ye every man for them which are in his tents. And the children of Israel did so, and gathered, some more, some less. And when they did meet it with an omer, he that gathered much had nothing over, and he that gathered little had no lack. They gathered every man according to his eating. And Moses said, Let no man leave of it till the morning. Notwithstanding, they hearkened not unto Moses, but some of them left it until the morning, and it bred worms, and stank, and Moses was wroth with them. And they gathered it every morning, every man according to his eating, and when the sun waxed hot, it melted. And it came to pass that on the 6th day they gathered twice as much bread, 2 omers for one man, and all the rulers of the congregation came and told Moses. And he said unto them, This is that which the Lord hath said, Tomorrow is the rest of the holy Sabbath unto the Lord. Bake that which ye will bake today, and seethe what ye shall seethe, and that which remaineth over lay you up to be kept until the morning. And they laid it up till the morning, as Moses bade, and it did not stink, neither was there any worm therein. And Moses said, Eat that today, for today is a Sabbath unto the Lord. Today ye shall not find it in the field. 6 days ye shall gather it, but on the 7th day, which is the Sabbath, in it shall there be none. And it came to pass that there went out some of the people on the 7th day for to gather, and they found none. And the Lord said unto Moses, How long refuse ye to keep my commandments and my laws? See, for that the Lord hath given you the Sabbath. Therefore he giveth you on the 6th day the bread of 2 days. Abide ye every man in his place. Let no man go out of his place on the 7th day. So the people rested on the 7th day. And the house of Israel called the name thereof manna, and it was like coriander seed, white, and the taste of it was like wafers made with honey. And Moses said, This is the thing which the Lord commandeth. Fill an omer of it to be kept for your generations, that they may see the bread wherewith I have fed you in the wilderness, when I brought you forth from the land of Egypt. And Moses said unto Aaron, Take a pot, and put an omer full of manna therein, and lay it up before the Lord to be kept for your generations. As the Lord commanded Moses, so Aaron laid it up before the testimony to be kept. And the children of Israel did eat manna 40 years, until they came to a land inhabited. They did eat manna, until they came unto the borders of the land of Canaan. Now an omer is the 10th part of an ephah. And that is the 16th chapter of Exodus. Well, I told you during the last episode that I had a story to go with chapter 16. And I hadn't thought about this story in I don't know how many years. When I was a kid, we were studying Exodus in Sunday school or Bible school or youth group or some such thing. And we read through this, and the children of Israel murmured against Moses and murmured against Aaron and murmured against the Lord. And the Lord said, Why do they murmur? And Moses says, Why do they murmur? And they continue. Just go with it. Well, God says to the children of Israel, I am sick and tired of your belly aching. So I'm going to give you meat to eat, and I'm going to give you bread to eat, and you'll eat it, and you'll like it. So in the evening, this invasion of quail happens. Quails fill the entire camp, and everybody has flesh to eat. And in the morning, manna, these little wafers made with honey, tasting coriander seed looking jobbies, is laying around all over the camp. And this girl in my youth group, Tara busts out laughing. Everybody says, Oh boy, what? And she says, Okay, let me get this straight. In the night, there were birds all over the camp, and in the morning, the ground was covered with white stuff, and they ate it. So, well, and then God decides to throw yet another test at the children of Israel, because apparently he's just real freaking insecure. He says, I want to test and make sure they do what I tell them to do. So tell them they're going to have enough bread for the day, and they're just going to have to trust me that I'm going to take care of them. Don't save any of it. And some of the people say, well, sure, we got miracle food today, but what's to say we're going to have miracle food tomorrow? And so they squirrel a little away as over against the possibility of no miracle food, and worms hatch out of it, and it stinks. God turns to Moses and says, What is with these people? Have I not already showed you folks I care, I'll take care of you? Moses got to be sitting there thinking, well, yeah, but you also got to understand the last time you guaranteed you'd take care of these folks, you left them slaves in Egypt for 400 years. So you got to understand your credibility may not be just top notch. All right, so birds in the night, bread in the morning that the people call manna, which is ancient Hebrew for what is it? It's kind of like that almost indubitably apocryphal story about how the hopping pouched animal in Australia came to be called kangaroo. The legend is that Kangaroo is a word in one of the Aboriginal dialects of Australia that means I don't understand you, something to that effect, because one of the early British explorers said, "What's that bouncing along over there?" And the person he asked said, "Kangaroo." It's probably not true, but it's a good story. Also, if you haven't seen Arrival, you should see Arrival. What are you waiting for? And let's see, the Sabbath day, 2 times as much bread on the 6th day because God doesn't feel like baking on the 7th. They stash some of it away to show to future generations, and in this weird footnote, verse 36, after they've spent the whole time talking about how everybody got an omer's worth of manna. Now, an omer is the 10th part of an ephah, so glad we could clear that up. Murmuring against Moses. One more quick anecdote, and then we'll get out of here. My absolute favorite teacher in college. I don't remember how it came up, but we had encountered the word murmur in some of our reading, and she stopped and asked us if we knew what murmuring meant, and some folks kind of hemmed and hawed, some folks kind of got it half right. Just murmuring, okay? Bitching and moaning. Like in Exodus, when the people murmured against Moses. All right. Well, we'll be back soon with chapter 17, which involves... well, not much. 17's real short. So, for those of you who like the shorter ones better than the longer ones, you double check and make sure to hit that thumbs up for me. The rest of the playlist I'll have linked somewhere in this area. And as always, if you're not on board with us already, you make sure to poke the Pope. Subscribe. Y'all take care, be safe, and we will see you again here soon.